Twitch aspect, and Kale banned away, not allowing Soul to have a hyperscaler there in the top lane.
Yeah.
Huni, what do you want to see out of like the first half of the draft here for TSM?
It looks like it'll be Zeri.
Yeah. Not too surprised.
I mean, I know everything.
Yeah, it's,
I know everything what they're gonna ban. I know what they're gonna pick. So like, it's kind of unfair.
Yeah, don't give any spoilers.
I'm
or
not gonna
nothing.
give you guys a spoil.
You gotta play dumb a little bit.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, well, if you are, let's put you on the other side then. We'll put you on Cloud9.
Yeah, I'll put
Okay,
yeah.
that's a much better
fair enough.
question.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're drafting against Zeri, you know Zeri usually wants to be paired with like Yuumi or Lulu or something like that. What's your preferred lane into it? Like Cloud9 for Berserker and Zven, their answer.
I think EG did like pretty much a similar draft. Like they paired with like the Jinx Renata. I think that was like pretty good combo.
Some aggression
they could also
here.
do Kalista too.
Kalista Renata is an even better pairing, I feel like, than Jinx Renata.
Pretty much.
Because it's so aggro. And when you have a Gangplank for Fudge on the top side, if he can ult down bottom side,
Yeah.
So
very aggressive play.
with that Gangplank locked in, Huni, I know that you are a Gangplank player of many years, had some awesome plays on that one yourself. When you're playing that champion, what do you not like to play into? Like, as we're
it's kinda like a
to go
Shyvana
for
here.
something here, Shyvana's picked into it. How's that matchup feel?
I think the match was pretty good. I mean, you saw like last game, Gamsu solo kill Impact.
Yeah.
Like, and the Impact was being like 0-3, and then for sure the matchup was like not easy for Gangplank. And
Yeah.
I want to see like top lanes going banger as much as last game.
Let's ask Impact how he thinks.
Yeah.
He feels about that.
Hey, Impact, how do you feel about Gangplank and a Shyvana? Also, worth
Not so
noting,
bad.
you guys were talking about Kalista Renata for the bottom lane,
Oh!
but Renata is denied and Amumu is locked in for Cloud9.
Yeah. That's all I was gonna tell. Like, as soon as they don't pick the Renata, like, we should, of course, just take it away. And then it's like, it's a pretty good pair for Zeri as well. And I think this one is completely fine because we have a Zeri on our side. And then the Kalista Amumu, I think they can also play too.
Yeah, it seems like very, very aggro bottom lane here.
Yeah.
With Amumu wants to get kills in lane. Kalista wants to get kills in lane. Definitely looks like TSM going to have to deal with aggressive bottom lane matchup there from Cloud9.
Correct.
Plus a very scary bowling ball combo later on in the game too. Kalista being able to just toss a Mumu right into the middle of everybody to deploy that Curse of the Sad Mummy. Not exactly something you want to be dealing with, but let's take a look at the bans here in the second half. It's Silas and Gragas banned away. Swain also removed by C9.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, the Maple's like kind of known as like playing like,
Yeah.
you know, Swain,
I
of
feel like
course.
every Champs Q game I've seen him is always Swain.
Swain, yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah, he loves the Swain.
Cloud9 doing their research, making sure that they're staying on top of those champions Q champion pools. One more ban for TSM. What do they want to target here? 5 seconds left to choose. They know it's got to be a mid laner or a jungler.
Yeah, and Huni was kind of mentioning earlier Blaber's like champion pool that he's super known for. You know, these aggressive junglers. I feel like the Gragas ban is kind of a double ban because Blaber will definitely play that jungle as well. So
I mean, also Deny as like Gragas Yasuo combo, like
Yeah.
you know, Yone Gragas, those kind of things are like, you know, you don't want to face it into it.
It's a it's like a ban and a half, right? Because
Basically.
you're able to take out one of the best combos for that other champion too. C9 first to pick here in the second half. Looks like jungle is going to be the flavor, and it's Volibear for Black.
so much early game from Cloud9.
Yeah.
Like Kalista, Amumu, Volibear, all super early game. They want to snowball.
Yeah, even Gangplank only prior is pretty high.
Okay, TSM. What's it going to be here? We got to see everything else. Both solo laners need to get... Oh, not the solo laner. I forgot Shyvana's top lane now. But so I need to see the mid laner. I need to see the jungler.
Yeah, it'll be mid jungle combo on 4-5. We'll
Yep.
see. It'll be interesting.
The Ahri. Okay, Ahri for Maple here. He was targeted in that second half of the draft. You guys talked about the Swain, the Silas also getting banned away. Chime
on the
hovering
bar.
the namesake. Yup, you gotta let him know.
I've
The old
got
school fans.
I've got a fun fact for Chime, actually. Maybe it's not so fun.
Uh-oh, what is it?
Yeah. So everybody always wants him to play Bard. What do you think is his career-long win rate
Oh, no.
on Bard?
This is not gonna be good because you said it's not fun.
It's not fun.
It's a sad.
It's pretty sad. It's
okay.
20%.
I was gonna guess 30. Oh my god.
5 times he's only won a single time. It's actually really sad. Oh, okay. Can we get something spicy here for the mid lane, though?
All right, Cloud9 gets counter pick on that Ahri. What's it gonna be?
Shout out to their coach. That's just the coach shout out, I feel like.
Okay.
LeBlanc.
Oh my god, so much early game here for Cloud9. All right, Cloud9 want to snowball. Do you feel like they're gonna fall off? Like, is there a timer already on this game for Cloud9, Huni? Or
I mean, I'll say like 20 minutes to 25 minutes.
They
for
better
sure.
snowball, but they better get some
stack
early
the
kills.
soul. They better stack the dash. Like, we'll
right.
see. It'll be fun. I like this draft. It's gonna be spicy.
Yeah, we're gonna check in on that once we get to 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm gonna ask you how good of a chance you think they have winning, depending on roster that's been doing really well once they got the whole 5 squad together. But now let's see how they do going head to head. Those chants never get old. Whether it's at an international tournament, whether it's just here in the LCS studio, anywhere, the TSM chants are just part of it, man.
I was wondering where the Cloud9 fans were. Here we go.
Oh, uh-oh. You better be careful there, Zven. Gonna be forced to pop the flash here immediately. No summoner spells used by TSM. They know they're not gonna get the kill there, but getting that summoner spell, nice here for TSMer.
Good start for TSM.
Yeah, it is kind of scary because Amumu has no escapes other than the flash. But if you want to play the lane aggressively anyways, at least Zven still does have Hex Flash. And you can still like try and make engages Hex Flash from the brush on bottom lane. But another kind of delay here from TSM. They're looking like they might even do a delayed invade towards bottom side.
I like that.
Yeah, they're making spicy.
Yes, this is what I wanted.
Spicy.
This is what I wanted. Spica still hanging out in the tri-brush here. Berserker's walking up. Huni tri-cast time, yes. Let's go. All right, Berserker throws that ward into the tri-brush. He's gonna see him walking away a little bit. You saw the ping on the map, but we are not getting that spice, unfortunately, early on at level 1. Looks like both junglers are just gonna be starting red buff.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, it's not that yummy. It's boring a little bit. It's slow. Take it slow.
So our tweet just said Alex is Soul's correct name, true name. How close are you with him, Huni? Do you call him Alex or Soul?
I call him Alex.
Okay, well, Zven calls him Chime.
Oh my goodness, Zven and Berserker going in at level 1. Chime getting away, both summoner spells used there, but he's got to go back home. C9, Amumu flash be damned, they're going in.
I'm telling you, yeah, you can just use the Hex Flash just as good as a regular one.
Yep. It is a spicy.
All right, Huni, if you're talking to your jungler right now too, and they're making it spicy already, where do you want that pressure?
Yeah, I mean, I think Spica need to think more right here because, you know, bot lane is kind of those sums on the Renata, and they just have to play throughout. It won't be easy. Amumu calls up really strongly. Yeah, for sure, C9 definitely play better than. Yeah, they did play better. It's not easy, man.
I feel like if Blaber is looking at this already too, and he's full clearing Volibear here down towards bottom side, it makes it really easy for him to just go play through that bottom lane that's already pushing in now. And try and go for some invade. But Spica's coming mid.
Woo! Spica looking mid lane. Flashing charge! It is beautifully read by Maple. Jensen still trying to get away. But it's first blood over to TSM.
Dang, Maple!
That was clean,
dude.
That was clean.
Flash with the charm straight through, catches Jensen after his flash. What a prediction.
Like, both of them play best as much as they can. It was crazy.
That was awesome to see. I'm sure we'll get a replay of it here in a minute. I was about to comment on how, yeah, C9's got prio in 3 lanes, but Spica finds the read, finds the play. Let's look at it one more time.
Yeah, let's see this, because Jensen, look, he wants to flash. Oh, he should have flashed into the minion line. Yeah, he was trying to do an angle to maybe, you know, juke him a little bit or something. But if you flash into the minion line, I guess you're closer to Viego, but at least you guarantee you can't get
at least
charmed.
you guarantee get not charmed.
Yeah, if there's minions there, you should always try and use your minions to your own defense.
Oh, but do we get a dive?
Oh, look at the Maple movement.
Looks like C9's looking for this.
Good coverage.
Blaber coming in. Nothing just yet. All right, now they're going to go in. Zven tanking up. Chime about to die. Zven going to get popped there by the turret, but not in time for Chime to come back thanks to the bailout. So Chime's going to make it a 1-for-1 there. Both supports fall.
Yeah, Huni called it out. That was a read from TSM. They have Maple trailing bottom to try and cover the dive. Cloud9, I think they're still pretty happy to get 1-for-1 kill.
Absolutely.
Considering it was a bit of a red play.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate that Amumu didn't have flash from the level 1. Would have been better play. Actually, Amumu has the flash. That wasn't consequences, but still pretty good for C9.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
I'm happy that we've got 3 kills at 4.5 minutes. Our early game is not just everybody sitting and waiting to scale. Cloud9 drafting for this early game. We take that. Cloud9 has to be making plays. They know that. And now Jensen's set up here on the top side.
Somebody call Alex.
Make something happen here. All right. Jensen's got the chain. There's your root. Fudge applying the barrel. Zven coming up here too. Soul still staying alive. Okay, come on. Oh, Jensen's taking a lot of turret damage. What on earth is going on here? Soul's just, he's running.
Run, Alex, run!
Run, Alex!
Run!
Alex or Anime Girl or Soul or whatever the hell your name needs to be right now. You gotta try to get out. The Ignite is even dropped. Good Lord, this is taking so long. You know he's gonna die, but it is...
Did you teach him this move, Huni?
It's taking its sweet time getting there. Zven drops the Q. Zven gets the kill and ties up the game. But in the meantime, TSM is breaking plates in the bottom.
C9 definitely make a good movement play, which is like Ahri covered bottom, so LeBlanc had a one turn, and Amumu die, and then Amumu has a better tempo on enemy support. So it was a really good movement by C9, and then also TSM make a really good counter play on bottom, which is like we see Berserker's like whole level down.
Yeah, exactly. If I know one thing about Zven, he's not afraid to stay aggressive on support. He's not afraid to go for another gank right after dying, and even risk dying again. Plus, big minion wave that we saw Soul leave behind. So even though Soul got to live and run through the enemy jungle, he lost, what was that, like a triple stacked wave almost?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah, you can see the farm comparison, 33 to 48, plus Gangplank getting extra money off of Parlay. Like, that's gonna feel really good for Fudge in this 1v1. And if we're looking down on the other side of the map, this has also given Blaber the opportunity to go for the Drake. He can secure that one uncontested. Volibear is good at soloing those down. So Cloud9's feeling pretty comfortable with the current state of things. But of course, as you already said earlier, Huni, this lead needs to look really impressive by 20 or 25 minutes.
Correct. As long as I think Zeri is like farming well, and if they cannot took down the Zeri, if they can't stop, if they cannot make the stop the Zeri farming, I think it's not that good for C9. I think that's gonna be the primary goal for C9 to make Zeri cannot farm.
So that's what you would like to see then, like for Jensen and Blaber, bring these guys down bottom, like really focus Instinct. I mean, Fudge, level 6 now on the Gangplank, can also contribute with that ultimate.
Correct.
So, all right, we'll see if TSM can manage to protect Instinct, if Cloud9 can find that gas pedal here. Second round of the buffs are spawning, Blaber picking up that red buff. The Volibear turret dive mechanism is ready. This is where I want to see C9 continue this aggro.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere.
Yeah, first stop here towards mid to get a little bit of vision and maybe help Jensen push out. Trying to open up this LeBlanc to come dive with you.
Yep.
And Gangplank ultimate is also ready, so all of the tools that we talked about for Cloud9 to dive bottom are ready. And Huni mentioned how hard it's going to be for TSM to stabilize that bottom and let the Zeri keep farming.
Jensen will get that wave cleared out down here. Looking back at bottom right now, Berserker and Zven, they got about even farm with Instinct and Chime. Oh, that one lollipop. That looked like it was gonna miss, but then connects onto Instinct. TSM get themselves back from it, but you can see Blaber was looking bottom as soon as he saw that little bit of action there. Maple now seeing if he needs to trail this, but he knows he doesn't want to face check that brush. That could be pretty problematic. That's the kind of thing that you know after playing this game for so many years. You're just like, I'm not doing anything.
Correct. He's been playing for more than 10 years, so he knows where he is.
Okay, just steps out of that one, gets the charm, a little bit of damage here. Blaber's gonna get the stun on him, but not enough to force out an ulti or anything, so Maple and Blaber trade pretty evenly. Berserker could be in some trouble, pops the cleanse, but Instinct gets some, and Zven is likely to die to Spica here in the river at the same time. That was not what C9 wanted, and TSM get paid.
That's a dream case for TSM. You get the kills onto the carries, Maple and Instinct getting money.
Yeah, I mean, only things like I'll say for TSM is that only Shyvana, or like they're not making GP, not farming, but like it doesn't matter. Ahri and Zeri, everyone's doing well. Even though they lose the Herald, we take it, but we take those, you know.
Yeah.
We kill any bull lane, we just get both tier 1s on plate.
Plus, killing both of those bottom laners, there goes any chance Cloud9 would have had of setting up a play, trying to make the dive happen for themselves, trying to make their own playmaking work out and stop that Instinct farm, who is still ahead of the Kalista. Maple and Jensen into a bit of a 1v1 here. Jensen just trying to continue applying that damage as Maple now needs to walk away. That chain! Jensen gets the outplay and gets out. Nicely done. C9 now going to drop Herald up in the top lane. Fudge already doing enough damage to that turret to guarantee first turret take from the charge. We'll see if they can walk this up and get that second charge onto the tier 2. Shyvana doesn't have a lot that she can do from range. I mean, not in dragon form, it's practically nothing. so it will be difficult for him to be able to stop this. Blaber shows up to guarantee the charge is coming. Demolish proc also ready, but now that Chime is here, they will not secure the second turret.
I gotta say, Huni, that mid play looked like Spica was trying to use Maple as bait the whole time. You know, he's just waiting there, and then they wait too long, they bait too hard.
Yeah, there was a little bit miscalculation, but also, I mean, the other way. I mean, Jensen played really well there with the performances.
I feel like Jensen had to know that something was coming, right? Because there's no reason for Maple to stick around in this clearly losing fight.
Yeah.
But the fact that Jensen had the confidence to say, no, I can still outplay it. I can still kill him. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, he still had flash, uses the flash to get away from Viego. So well done there. Jensen gets his kill, gets his solo onto Maple. And Cloud9 also push ahead their agenda of top lane dominance. Fudge is in fact not being shit on by Sol as he thought he was going to do.
He's 1,700 gold up. That is the opposite.
It is definitely the opposite there. Fudge is rich.
Yeah, if there's no top gap, the global gold would be TSM's higher. That's how big the top gap is right now.
Yeah.
It's basically almost all. It's actually all top gap. All of the gold advantage.
I mean, honestly, just after
100%
this
of it.
game, Sol, just don't say I teach him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if the Huni brain is...
I don't know about this guy.
He's playing weak side though.
Yeah.
You know, Spica's always bothering.
Right, yeah.
True.
Somebody's got to play weak side, right?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, it's all banter. It's all banter. We're having a good time here. But Cloud9 has to continue building this lead. Second Drake of the game now spawning. Remember, Blaber got that first one for free. The TSM, they've got 3 men in the area. They're bringing up the other 2. They are ready to commit everyone to this. Fudge has his ultimate and his teleport ready, but it is not 14 minutes. Remember, he can only teleport to a turret because it is not unleashed. TSM bringing their players into the mid lane now instead as C9 starts the Drake. And it appears C9 should be able to secure this second one. Nicely done. No contest again.
And that's how it should go from Champion Select, right? You're running a Kalista Amumu bottom lane with a Volibear jungle, so much early prio, and your LeBlanc also got a solo kill onto Ahri. So Cloud9 doing a good job snowballing. Sol looks like he's getting aggressive on the Fudge, though.
The grab.
Oh, no! He didn't
Oh, no!
Sol's trying to fight him, but Fudge is not afraid. The Dragon is trying to get away. Fudge drops the ulti, trying to bring the pistol in there. Sol manages to escape with the ghost. He jumped in. He didn't win the fight. He didn't steal the Gromp. That's a feels bad.
It feels bad, man. He was going for, he definitely went for the Grump steal, but yeah, he failed it.
All right, Huni, what's the training regimen gonna look like for Sol after tonight?
We'll see. I'll bring some, I don't know, I'll bring some bad, you know? Like,
Some 1v, you're gonna hop in 1v1 him on Gromp?
Yeah, you have to fight at Gromp, and then he has to get the Gromp every time, right?
yeah, I think we're gonna play 1v1 until like the 4 a.m. DP versus Shyvana matchup. Let's see.
Nice. Well, Trinity Force is done for that Gangplank, so Fudge was chasing him down before. Didn't get the kill, though, so Sol did escape with his life. At least he didn't die for the Gromp.
And also GP burn ulti.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so they don't have that to help at least, but when we look at the items, they each have tier 2 shoes, and then Shyvana's Bomby Cinder versus Trinity Force, that's not a good time for Shyvana. Sol's gonna keep struggling in that matchup for a little while, I think. We still got about 1 more minute before those teleports unleash, and either one of the top laners can more easily assist in the fights. Of course, for Sol, that's a much bigger deal, because he doesn't have the global ulti like Fudge does. Checking back in bottom lane, Berserker does have a CS lead over Instinct, but they're still not really throttling this Zeri's farm. They're not shutting Instinct down.
Correct. So I think the biggest still is gonna be just third Drake. I don't think there's not much is gonna happen, and second and as well the second Herald. And I think that's gonna be a big deal for TSM how they make the decision making. If they go for trade, they go for trade. If they go for fight, then they have to play the fight well.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard for them to play that fight well. Would you rather just like, okay, we'll give them Dragon number 3, and like you said, maybe make a top side play, either Rift Herald 2, maybe some plates, you know, or tower on top side of the map?
I think it'll be depends on the bot deal right now, like how Instinct call. Like I feel like it's just 80k usually call like, oh, we should fight right now. Oh, we shouldn't fight. I'm gonna be stronger later. We could. Probably it's gonna be just depends on what happened, like middle of the sequences that we're just waiting for you know, the dragons is spawning or Hera spawning.
And look at how rich Fudge is.
Yeah, man.
A 1.3 thousand gold lead. More than half of the gold lead himself.
We're just getting a fight right here, right now. Cloud9 in the TSM jungle. Maple getting himself away, grabbing the kill onto Zven. C9 still looking for anything. Soul's gonna be taken out. That one makes 1 dead on C9, 2 dead on TSM.
Oh,
Spica now looking for the angle. Fudge is still there. Flash out from the TSM jungler, keeping himself alive. Chime also escaped. The fight goes to C9.
Ooh, that was without Kalista there too. That was without Berserker. He was in base, recalling off of bottom side. TSM getting some money back there, but Cloud9 forced the kills, trying to play off their strong side of the top side of the map again.
And I really like that. I like the fact that even though you guys were talking about, yeah, there's probably not going to be a lot of fights until the next Drake, like we got to see how they play this fight out. C9 are just looking to make fights. They know they have to keep scaling. They know that they got to be strong by 20 minutes. Let's take another look.
Yeah.
Ben started it off.
It's legit 4v5, or 4v4, excuse me, because Zeri's also bottom side, but the jump over, Chime had a good time on his stopwatch. Doesn't get moved on through. Really quick execution. But the last little tick here, Soul goes down as the Gangplank ultimate. Maple also burning down.
Yep.
Huge pickups there for Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually really impressed with like how Zven playing right now. Like his map movement is like really good, and he's like the hitting, the Q accuracy right now. This game, especially this game, it's crazy. So I don't know. I mean, TSM, if you guys want to win, you guys got a better job, man.
Yeah, they got to step up. That was
gotta
their
play
jungle.
defense.
That was their turf. Cloud9 were the ones making the moves, and the moves paid off. 45 seconds until that third Drake, gentlemen. This is going to be a very telling moment. You were already talking about, does TSM fight for it? Do they try to trade something else instead? They're currently down 3,000 gold to Cloud9, with a huge chunk of that being the top diff. So I don't know if this is a fight that TSM feels they can win.
Yeah, I mean, I think only there was only one reason is like if they fight, oh, GP's not level 13 yet, so the team fight is a little bit weaker. But it already looked like they're just going for a trade on top side here.
Yeah,
And
those levels in the barrel.
yeah, so also trying to make Fudge like less farm, but it looks like impossible.
All right, they're going to force Rift Herald in mid first before the Dragon for Cloud9.
Yep.
Trying to get some gold first, open up that mid lane, and then the dive!
Oh, Zven going in. Maple getting himself away. They don't fully commit to trying to drop an Amumu ult or something similar onto the TSM mid laner there. They want to save that for the team fight, for the Drake. They take down the mid lane tier 1. They go over to the Drake. There are no TSM players for miles. C9 gets Soul Point again, uncontested.
I mean, I've been keep saying like Zven, he has no hesitation. He
No.
just gotta press it. He just press the button.
Just gotta hit that button.
Yeah, and then you just hit the Q, and it's just so easy to play the game. And also, I really like the fact that C9 is not waiting for object. Like, they actually make an objective for themselves. Like, there's a mid-tier one, that's a Herald. Oh, that's the second Herald, there's that second Herald. If there's a blue buff, we gotta fight for the blue buff because we're stronger. I think it's like C9 actually playing really well around like their strength.
Yeah, Cloud9 I feel like has always been one of the teams in the LCS that has loved to play early game oriented team comps and really push, like you're saying. Keep forcing objectives, keep forcing these team fights. They have Amumu ult again ready for Zven, and he's got flash. Amumu with ult and Kalista ult and flash, they can definitely continue to force these fights.
Fudge coming down bottom to deal with Soul. Now has 2 items fully completed versus the 1 of Soul. So Fudge's gold lead now a full item ahead with those Navori quick blades ready to go. Those are also going to guarantee it's easier for him to win these extended fights against Soul, as he's going to be reducing those cooldowns, getting more spells available. But TSM have their work cut out for them, boys. 4,000 gold and 3 Drakes down at 18 minutes. Huni, you said C9 needed to have a good early game lead. This is looking really scary.
This is good enough for C9 to win the game. This is great for C9.
Let's give them a grade. Right now, what do you give them as far, are they like a A-, B+ action?
For TSM?
Grade A for Cloud9.
For Cloud9, I'll say A+. Yeah.
A+, okay. They are passing with flying colors. This course is there. They don't need any extra credit.
We don't want to know TSM's grade.
No,
You don't show that credit card to your
They're
parents.
going like C- right now.
Yeah, TSM might need to stay after school a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit more, yeah.
Well, they've got 3.5 minutes, and then they're going to have to fight for this Drake. Otherwise, that's a mountain soul. That's a pretty big deal to have to deal with. What will that be, 22 minutes into the game? That's scary. Now, Fudge should be able to take down this tier 1 turret. One more hit. Cool. He'll just let it finish off as many of those minions as it can. Nearly a 5,000 gold lead at 19 minutes.
That feels nice. The Gangplank is definitely doing well right now.
He's pretty rich.
He's stacking the money.
That's where you want to be. Silver Serpents too. I'm not sure. Observers, is there any way to check the Silver Serpents, see how rich he is on those ultimate upgrades?
All right, one thing though that was added to the game, objective bounties,
Nice.
give you some hope for TSM trying to come back. Honestly though, the towers are still very healthy, all the outer towers, so pretty hard for them to even push the side lane out, because if you push out a side lane, Gangplank ultimate slow you down, LeBlanc can pick you off. Cloud9 are very ready to catch any TSM members looking for those objective bounties.
Yeah, correct. I mean, it's bad for TSM also. There's no, like, we can't sack the Dragon anymore because it's soul point. We can't sack the Nash for, like, tier 1. That's not possible.
Exactly.
So, like, there's no way we can actually look for traded. So these moments, like, I think TSM just have to look for a good fight and then choose a good fight where they can win.
Yeah.
Like, either it could be Drake, either it could be, like, any, like, between the sequences that the Nash or Dragon anywhere.
Do you think they're going to need to hit a certain power spike before they do that? Like, Zeri's still only on 1.5 items. Like, Instinct is not at this point where he's able to take over a team fight or anything. What is sort of, you feel, the go button for TSM to be able to take a fight? Is it item completions? Is it a certain positioning? Like, what's
To be honest, as a player, I'm like, ex-player anyway. Like, you know,
So fresh.
It's not. No, it's tough. I don't see that much point. Like, I think, as what you mentioned it, I think Zeri is too core. It has to be completed, like, before the Drake spawn it.
So how does this team operate? Who's making the shot calls right now? Is Spica still like the loudest voice you feel like on this team, even in the mid and late game?
Absolutely. I think the Spica is doing a lot, like, really good job of calling the team stuff and then middle game. And yeah, I mean, also, I think Maple has like a little bit like language barrier, so like he's still on it. I think over time it's gonna get better. And yeah, basically that's it. I think Chime and Soul, like they're just adding on like a lot of the good information. That's how we operate the call.
Nice word there from Jensen. TSM was hoping somebody would come a little bit closer to that tri-brush, but they're not going to have any such luck. However, they are down here ready to go. Nice and early for this Drake. C9's coming in, though. Soul might be in a pretty bad spot. Does manage to stay alive, but now Chime's got to be careful. 3-man ulti from Renata doesn't do a whole lot. Fudge still seeing if he can land those barrels. Gets a nice triple barrel chain. Looking for more. Chime still nearly dead. Gangplank ulti trying to seal the deal. Here comes Zven. There goes TSM. It's Maple, it's Chime. They're both gone, and they won't be alive in time for the Drake. C9 makes the moves again. Jensen getting caught by Spica, but is he the one doing the catching, or is he the one being caught? Blaber going in now too, looking for more. Barrel hits Instinct, who gets away. Cloud9 are not done yet. Spica and Instinct playing with fire a little bit here. Fudge looking for the barrels, not gonna find the damage. Spica still very, very low at death's door. Jensen just gives him a free one. Instinct collecting the money on that as Blaber stands and fights against Soul. The lightning's gonna come down here for the shield, the protection. Berserker's still going after the top laner, but he's got him. C9, beautiful sequence of events.
And Blaber does have a smite coming up, plus they have Rend. They should be able to get the Soul. Fudge trying to screen everybody from TSM away from the Dragon Soul.
Spica still seeing if there's any sort of a way to approach this, but I think TSM's just got to admit that they cannot get in there. C9, barring that one death from Jensen, that whole sequence just felt great for them.
Absolutely. C9 definitely played really well with the including fighting, including the movement, like ended the playing around the soul. It was really good for C9 here.
Especially, I feel like Fudge. Fudge is going beyond the A+. He's going looking for extra credit now.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming in, big barrel chains. He hits a triple into a double barrel chains.
Yeah.
Jensen started out, big health difference, though, chunking out Soul early on, so they have to run here for the side of TSM.
But it was really good performance by Fudge. Like, basically, he used 5 barrels. Like, every barrel was useful.
And the ultimate there, keep him slowed, keep him in range. Now, at this point, your decision point for Cloud9, the Dragon's not up, so they start to get really aggressive. Are you in favor of this? Just like really ram it home, or play more cautious and just go pick up your Dragon Soul?
Yeah, I mean, for TSM, I think we as a TSM side, you just need to hope. Oh, they're just running to us and then pick up the fight. But I think C9 didn't really have any like scare moment. They're just like, oh, we just win however we fight.
Yeah.
It was like that's how I feel.
Oh no. Soul having to ult away yet again. Holy moly, 5,600 damage for Fudge.
Extra credit given, I think.
Yeah, that's, he's the kid sitting on an A+ in class and he's still doing the extra credit just so he has a number higher than 100. Yeah. Fudge is absolutely smurfing this one on the Gangplank, making Soul eat those words a little bit from the trash talk before the game, as TSM is struggling to find a way back in. 24 minutes in, 7,000 gold lead, Dragon Soul. There's Cloud9's game to lose.
They're struggling to even use the blast cones altogether, Flower.
Oh, no.
No.
Instant
That's how you know it's
Kalista.
tilt. That's how you know it's tilt. If the team doesn't use the blast cone together, if they don't recall together after getting a Baron or something, that's always.
It's always the little AD carry left over there, too.
Yeah.
The straggler.
480 carries.
Uh-oh. Maple trying to get away here. Oh, Fudge! Flash Q! Maple still burning away, but the last tick's not gonna get him. Chime, the sacrifice instead! And the artillery barrage takes him out. 2-0 C9. That's a Baron.
Fudge don't miss. You thought he was done there. You thought Maple was going to survive with a sliver. Ultimate comes down. Beautiful stuff from him. All right, here you go, Huni. TSM get their first objective bounty shutdown.
We got it.
We got it.
God.
I mean, that's what I said. If they get Nash, we
Yeah.
get one tier, we
Yeah.
get one tower. That was a good trade, I guess.
Something.
That was something, all right. That was a trade. Maple, though, the face check into the brush, got locked up by Zven. The combo here, they burst him down so low. And then Fudge does flash for the kill with the Ignite ticking on him. It's not enough to finish, but then he keeps his eyeballs on him. And the scrying ward to see where Maple is to make sure Ultimate's not going to miss.
Yeah. Even more extra credit for Fudge.
Yeah, there you go.
Yup, just always getting it done. And that bullet, that flash Q, he does have at least 40% crit chance. Might have been 55. I don't know if he had the cloak when he made the flash or not. But he just unlucky rolled, didn't get the crit, so had to finish him off with the ulti. I also like the fact that Zven was willing to commit the ult there, because we saw earlier, during one of the tier 1 dive plays, Zven goes in with Q, he holds ulti. He wants to save it for the dragon fight. In this situation, he was already ready to go, but Jensen, again, just being a little too aggro in the enemy jungle. TSM finds a punish. They keep their support alive. That might be able to pump the brakes for a little bit here on this Cloud9 War Machine.
Blaber still sniffing around, even without their mid laner. Jensen, the frustrations there for Cloud9. Maybe a little bit of a delay, but not much. Even with 4 members.
Oh boy. Soul having to ult away again. And Shyvana, without her ulti form in a fight, feels so much worse to play. So all C9 knows is that they can just wait this out. They don't have to engage. Let that Fury bar decline, but they're going to fight instead. Renata ulti comes out. Maple's already going to be killed. C9 4v5. It's still not even a big deal. Berserker's taken very low. He might just die here, but he still manages to get away. Triple kill back over to Fudge. Spica's down. Instinct and Chime versus 4.
Oh my God, what a game for Fudge. Holy moly, I feel bad for your replacement, Huni. Did you see this coming? Is this why you chose this game to step out first?
I ran away. I hear watching performance these days are pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I had to say, I'm injured, guys. I stepped up, guys.
Oh darn, I can't play the game.
Yeah.
Well, Jensen's back. That's good news for Cloud9, for him. Let's see him. As he
I mean, it was crazy by C9. They're just up into 5 for 4v5.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, I think their calculations are pretty accurate.
Yeah. Let's see how it went down here one more time. As Maple was trying to see if he could get anything, but Blaber's flash started it.
Yeah, and you can't really blame TSM. They're like, all right, this is our best opportunity. It's a 4v5, right? Let's take our
Correct.
chances, go for the all-in. But too much barrel damage there again. Blaber willing to be the point man. He almost baited Berserker here because he instantly Zonias after he takes tower aggro, and Berserker's like, yeah, I'm behind you. Let's go. And he, oh, never mind. We're back to action.
Yeah, we might just be back into another smacking for TSM here as Cloud9 already fined 2. Maple, I don't know if you're going to get away from the bear there, my friend. He's trying to find him with the Q.
Oh.
Trying some fancy feet. Maple wants out, but Fudge won't let him. Domination for the C9 top lane. That was 3 for free. Okay.
3 for free, baby. I like that price. Blaber just continues to charge, even with Maple, with some nice little dodge moves there through the brush.
Yeah.
Thing about Volibear, though, even if you charm him and interrupt the Q, just resets the Q and he can charge you once again. Nice stuff there from Cloud9. They're going to clean up that Elder as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's looking like C9 again just going to take these. They have not been challenged at a single Drake so far this game. The first 3, TSM chose not to fight for those. The 4th and 5th ones now, TSM has just lost fights beforehand that made it impossible. C9 controlling the game from start to finish, it feels.
All right, Huni, you're a coach now. Let's practice your pep talk for the team after they take a hard loss like this.
Guys, it's fine. C9 play well, guys. Let's focus on tomorrow.
Yeah, there you goes. Focus on tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's all
gotta
right.
keep eyes on the prize.
Eyes
right?
on the prize. Brush it off. Cloud9 played well. Fudge here with 606, 700 gold bounty on his head, and a crit ready to go.
But it's actually happened a lot, even in like BO5 especially. Like, yeah, I mean, after like game 1, it's like we got dumpstered, and then like, oh guys, just focus on the next game.
Yeah.
Like, to focus on game 2, game 3, like those things are kind of common.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really, since we're at BO1 here, like just I think it's a fair enough to say, just, yeah, let's just move on. Let's just go on. You know, let's focus on tomorrow's match.
I mean, what's the other option? Just tilt? I mean, that's no good. That doesn't help anybody, right? So, well, C9, they are rushing through the enemy base right now. They will bash down that first tier 3 turret. They will take out the inhibitor right behind it without any sort of resistance from TSM. Blaber jumps in and turns off the turret. Fudge jumps in and turns off Chime's life. Now Zven's going back for a multi-ulti. He'll die. They aren't really focusing anybody down in particular. Jensen's going to be taken low, taken out. TSM, they've actually traded 2 for 2 so far, a lot better than they normally do. Cloud9 getting a little sloppy on this dive, but Berserker's here to try to redeem it a little bit, just skating around on the very edge of the fountain. Blaber, very low HP. Maple not quite execution range. The fountain healing keeps him above the threshold. C9 are not done yet despite the injured health bars. Maple taken out by the execution as Blaber almost gets pulled back into the fountain, but almost does not round up in League of Legends as Berserker and Fudge continuing to not care about the turrets. Another minion wave colliding. Nexus turrets, only one left, and now it's gone too. The Nexus itself, TSM will not be able to defend, and C9, 20-9, take down TSM.
Thumbs up from the A+ student Fudge. Congratulations. It was an AP class 2, and he got extra credit on top.
He smurfed it, man. All
Good
of
Gangplank.
C9.
Good game, Push. I agree.
It gets the Huni Gangplank seal of approval even.
We lost 1v2. All good.
All good, all good. Looking towards tomorrow there for TSM. Brush off this loss, stay focused. Cloud9 though, celebrations. Zven with the bloodthirsty Amumu support, baby. Get on in there.
Yeah, we're talking about Fudge so much because of the incredible barrel chains, always making the plays happen, getting the damage to finish up the kills multiple times. But Zven just had his little Amumu foot on the gas pedal the whole game. He never stopped playmaking.
True, true. Even having to blow his flash defensively in the level 1, doesn't matter. We got a backup Hex Flash.
Yeah.
Get back in there, make those engages.
Yeah, correct. I mean, it is a Zven is like he moved to top and then he make the GP fat. It was from the Zven start of he's from movement, and it was like, yeah, it was a crazy performance by Zven as well.
C9 really, really looking good in that one. TSM, like you said, Huni, you just look at tomorrow. You say, all right, this game, everybody has bad games. That one kind of sucked. Look tomorrow, right?
Got it. You got it. We got this.
Yeah, we got this. Focus up. For Cloud9, though, we talked about it in the beginning of the day on the waiting room analyst desk. That was one of the teams where I was looking at really big improvements coming back from a whole week of practice.
Right.
Because they've got role swap players, they've got Jensen coming back from break, and it really does look like the kind of expected gains have been there for them. Nice coordination from them, investing all in this early game and correctly snowballing.
And I think that these kind of comps, when they succeed, make LCS so much more fun, right? Nobody wants to just scale for 20 minutes and then be like, okay, just truce. We got an invisible wall between us. We'll fight after 20 minutes. This kind of stuff, this early active gameplay that rewards proactive movements and stuff like what we saw from Zven, this is awesome to watch. It's so sick. And now we have to say goodbye to our dear friend